I love that. Well, while we're talking about like the upcoming NFL season, one thing that we wanted to talk about was something.
There's some new rules.
There's some new rules. This is going to be
change is a coming.
Change. I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know. There's a song that I couldn't fully
Me
guess.
too. There's something that is super important and super new to this upcoming NFL season.
We're going to give y'all here a little NFL new rules for dummies, because the NFL likes to make everything super confusing, and no one needs that, okay? We don't have time for that.
Nope.
So if you watched the game on Thursday, right, you saw that there is a new dynamic kickoff, right, Caitlin?
Yep.
Why are we having this dynamic kickoff? Why are they changing it?
Why would they do that?
Why are they doing that?
Well, so they've been doing it in other football leagues for like a while.
The XFL?
Yep, XFL. I think UFL too?
Probably. I just know everyone was saying, you stole that from the XFL.
Yes, which like,
why does it matter?
I don't know. A lot of people are really bitter about this. A lot of people don't like it, and I don't understand why. I think people just want to be mad about something. Like, legit, I think they just want to be mad about it because obviously the kickoffs have been the same forever. But what they were saying is that last NFL season in 2023, we had the lowest rate of returned kickoffs and the highest rate of injuries during kickoffs. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what you're missing if you're doing like having the old kickoff rule. Like, I mean, 90% of them, the football was out of bounds anyway. You start on the 20 and you go from there. You rarely get a chance to see returners do what they are best at. And that's like one of the most fun parts of a football game. And then obviously when you're sprinting down the field as a defender, like you're not on the receiving team, if you're sprinting down the field, even if you're on the receiving team and you're one of like the special teams, like linebackers and stuff like that, and you're just like cracking guys and like, you know, shoving them off, you're all running full speed at each other down the field, like it's caused a lot of injuries and everything like that. And so they implemented this new rule that has been used in other football leagues to work on the safety of kick returns and also to kind of give us a little bit more of like a show so that we can actually have more returned kicks.
Yeah,
and
the one thing,
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, the one thing that didn't change, the kickoff is still taking place at the 35-yard line. The thing is, everyone, the kickoff team is no longer able to run as soon as the ball is kicked. They can only run once the ball is caught by the returner or hits the ground. So it gives a lot of time for, you know, the returning team to organize their return formations, and you're decreasing the amount of people getting smashed.
Yes,
cracked,
and like
split open.
I'm even gonna draw it out real quick in like a rectangle.
So the landing zone is the new term for the area between the goal line and the 20-yard line. So any kick that lands short of the 20-yard line is basically...
Can you see that, besties? You probably can't.
Kind of.
Yeah, you kind of can. Look at that.
It's treated, maybe I can I'll figure out how to put a picture. It's treated like a ball kicked out of bounds, and the receiving team gets the possession at the 40-yard line. The kicks that land in the end zone are treated just like they were previously. The return team can either down the ball, get the possession at the 30-yard line, or return it. So
yep. And what I like about this too is that while the ball is kicked at the exact same spot on the 35-yard line and everything like that, it is actually now the kicker by himself back there, and you have the kickoff team, or you have the kicking team, where they line up on the receiving team's 40-yard line. So you have the kicker back here on the back end. You have the receiver back here, and then you have the kicking team's line right there on the receiving team's 40, and then the receiving team's line. They have 9 guys of the receiving team's line on their 30-yard line. So they're 10 yards apart. That's essentially like your line of scrimmage. Neither team is to pass that 30-yard line or that 40-yard line on the receiving team side. So the kicker kicks the ball. Once the ball is caught, then these teams can start blocking and these teams can start making a way.
Going at it.
Yes. And the one thing that like I really love about it, because like I said, a lot of people are up in arms about it, which I don't understand. I'm excited about it. Jacoby Jones, rest in peace. I love you. He was one of my favorite returners to watch. He recently passed away for similar reasons to Demaryius Thomas. We will talk about concussions again. Protect their brains, baby. But Jacoby Jones was one of my favorite returners to watch. just because I feel like it's such like an exciting like play. Like it's an exciting part of football, and I've been really missing it because a lot of the times NFL kickers, you're so strong these days that they're just kicking it out every single play, and so
it's out there.
Yeah, and so everything is just, you know, a touchback, and you just
every time.
Yeah, you have to pull up on the 20 and go from there. And I love watching kick returns.
Lame.
Yes. And so the really cool part about it is that it also makes the kicker's job harder.
Yeah.
Because if you're a kicker, you're going to now want to kind of learn to place the ball properly. You're going to want to kick that ball into that 20-yard
you want to kick as
zone.
Close to the goal line as possible.
Exactly. So, like, you know, there's like a little bit more strategy with it.
Yeah.
Like if you're the kicker, you want to kick, you know, you would want your kick to land or like get as far back as possible for a fair catch, probably at like between the 5 and the goal line. And you know, you wanna place it properly. You wanna make sure that you're giving them a far kick, but not giving them a touchback, because now with the touchback, you are starting on the 30 instead of the 20. And so if you're kicking it out of bounds as the kicker, the receiving team is already gaining an extra 10 yards than they were last year. And so you want to make sure as the kicker that you're placing that ball in that landing zone to give it a fair catch and give them a fair chance and give your kicking team, your defense, a time to, or like an opportunity to tackle and to make a play and stuff like that.
The reason the NFL did this is basically it's supposed to, again, increase action for the fans, more things happening. Yeah, everything is always a touchback nowadays. So the new rules just should help lessen the number of full speed collisions.
Yes. Yeah, because like I said, you have guys sprinting at each other like literally full field.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I think it'll be fine. Everyone needs to stop crying. Why do we always have to cry about something?
That's what I'm saying. People are mad about it. People like to be mad about it. I think it's going to be fun. I love to watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a new rule. New rules are hard to like, when we've been watching football the same way your whole life, I get it. They're like, why would you change it? You know, people always say like if it's don't broke, or if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yes.
But I feel like this was broke. I feel like this was something like when last season, like, went over like the last like 5 years, there's been increasingly more touchbacks and increasingly more injuries on kickoffs. I feel like that is something that is now breaking and needs to be changed. And if it's working well in other football leagues, I think it'll be great. And like I said, I am like all for more action. And I actually love that the teams line up 10 yards from each other. And I don't know if I mentioned this either, but the receiving team can actually have 2 receivers back there. And everything like that. So whereas you have the kicker on the kicking team and then 10 guys on the 40-yard line, you have on the receiving team, you can have a minimum 9 guys. So you have to have at least 9 guys on the line of scrimmage on that 30-yard line. And then you can have an additional receiver back there or an additional, you know, blocker or something like that. So you can have your guy catch the fair catch, and then you can have a guy in front of him ready to block and everything like that and make a path for him. So I love. Yes, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. I hope you guys learn to love it, because I think it's going to be something that we're all going to be able to enjoy, and it adds more action to football, and I don't think there's anything better.
And I hope you understood how we explained that.
If not, oh well. Google.
Sorry.
Google is your friend.
Sorry.
Go
on YouTube. I don't know. Sorry. Get rid of us, I guess.
Literally. But like we already said, I'm so excited for football season. I can't wait to talk about football. Yes, I can't wait to like talk more about football and see like regular season start and see where all these teams end up. It's gonna be good. And see how sweet and delusional I am. I really can't wait for that. But thank you for being here with us. We're so excited.
Thanks for coming back. If you're back, and if you're new here, welcome. Subscribe. We are EU Sports.
Disgusting. We love it. It's so disgusting that we love it.
Make sure to subscribe. All of our links will be below. Caitlin and my socials, the EU Sports socials. We just started a Patreon, which hopefully will have something on it by now. We'll be putting special content on there. And
any likes, comments, suggestions, questions, concerns, please don't give me your concerns. I'm a little bit scared.
Just compliments.
Say nice things, because I will cry myself to sleep. But
we
love you guys. We're so grateful. Go football.
Okay, love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap, baby.